It was supposed to be just another wild Friday night at Rusty's Roadhouse, the kind of bar where the air always smelled of beer, leather, and gasoline. Laughter echoed, glasses clinked, and the rumble of Harley engines outside was constant. Then, in the middle of the noise, a sudden rip cut through the music. Everyone froze. The biggest biker in the room, a mountain of muscle and tattoos named Cole, Beer, Jensen, stood towering over a young waitress named Lily. A piece of her torn shirt hung from his fist. Gasps filled the room, and what everyone saw beneath it made even the toughest biker take a step back. Her skin wasn't bare. It was bruised, marked, and covered with fading scars that told a story far darker than anyone expected. Cole's expression shifted instantly, from anger to shock to guilt. And in that single moment, the whole bar went silent. No one knew yet that this night, and that small town bar, was about to witness a redemption story none of them would ever forget. Lily wasn't supposed to be here. Not in a smoky biker bar, not carrying trays heavier than her arms could handle, and definitely not dodging drunks with eyes full of pity or worse. But she needed the job. Rent was late again. Her car had broken down 3 times that week, and her past, the one she'd fought so hard to escape, always seemed one step behind her. Every night she smiled, took orders, laughed when she had to, and kept her sleeves long, even when it was hot enough to melt the asphalt outside. Cole, Beer, Jensen had seen her for weeks now. As the president of the Iron Serpents Motorcycle Club, he was used to people looking at him with fear or respect. But this girl, she didn't look at anyone. She stayed quiet, small, invisible, and for some reason that bothered him. "Hey, sunshine," he'd called out once, half teasing, half curious. "You ever look up from that tray?" She gave a polite nod but never met his eyes. Just walked off. Cole didn't know why it stung. He was used to attention, not being ignored. But something about her calm voice, her distance, and the way her hands trembled when someone raised their voice, it stirred something protective inside him. That night, a new biker named Reggie was showing off, drunk and loud. He made a comment, a nasty one, about Lily's figure. Cole told him to shut it. But Reggie kept going, reaching out to grab her wrist. Lily flinched so hard she nearly dropped the tray. Cole stood up. "Hey!" "Hands off her." Reggie laughed. "Come on, Bear. She's just a waitress." Something snapped in Cole. He grabbed Reggie's wrist and slammed it on the counter. The bar went quiet. But in the chaos, Lily tried to pull away, and her shirt snagged on Cole's leather jacket. He turned quickly to steady her, and the fabric tore. The entire room froze, and that's when they saw it, the bruises. Not fresh, but deep, faded, and familiar to anyone who'd lived hard. Cole's breath caught. He recognized those marks. They weren't random. They were the kind that came from a belt buckle from someone who didn't know mercy. Lily froze too, realizing everyone was staring. She backed up, eyes wide, whispering, "Please don't look." The whole place went dead silent. Cole dropped his hands, his voice trembling. "Who did this to you?" She shook her head, tears welling. "It doesn't matter." But to him, it did. Because once upon a time, Cole had been the man giving those bruises. Cole couldn't sleep that night. The image of those scars haunted him. Years ago, before he cleaned up, before he tried to lead his club into something better, he'd been a monster. Violent, drunk, and out of control. He'd hurt people. Maybe not like Lily, but close enough to hate the man he used to be. He walked into Rusty's early the next morning. Lily was cleaning tables, head down, pretending not to notice him. "Lily," he said softly. She froze. "I'm sorry about last night. I didn't mean to." "Don't apologize," he interrupted. "I should be the one saying sorry. I didn't mean to." He stopped, unable to find the words. "You don't deserve what happened to you. Nobody does. For the first time she looked up. Her eyes were tired, sad, but strong. "You don't know me," she said. "No," he admitted. "But I've been you." That made her pause. He told her everything. The drinking, the fights, the guilt. How one night he went too far and almost killed someone he loved. How that night made him walk into a church with blood still on his knuckles and swear he'd never raise his hand in anger again. "I don't want to scare people anymore," he said quietly. "I want to protect them." Lily listened, silently wiping her tears. Then, for the first time, she told her story too. Her ex-boyfriend, an ex-cop, had been her abuser. No one believed her. She ran, changed towns, names, everything. She thought she was free until a week ago, when she got a letter on her doorstep with just 3 words. "I found you." Cole's jaw clenched. "You're not running anymore." She shook her head. "He's dangerous." "So am I," Cole said. That night when her ex showed up at the bar, it wasn't the same Lily waiting. Cole stood by her side, calm but deadly. The man barely got a word out before the iron serpents surrounded him. Cole didn't throw a punch. He didn't have to. The sight of those men standing behind Lily said everything. She wasn't alone anymore. Her abuser was arrested that night, after Cole tipped off an old friend in law enforcement, and when Lily came to work the next day, she finally wore short sleeves. Her scars still showed, but now she didn't hide them. Cole smiled when he saw her. "You look free," she smiled back, "because for the first time, I am." As the bar buzzed again with laughter and life, Cole looked around, realizing something. Sometimes redemption doesn't come from running from your past. It comes from helping someone else face theirs.